I was 21, I graduated from the University of Utah with a degree in elementary education. And I became a fourth grade teacher. And 2 states later, 4 school districts later, I was here in Phoenix teaching 6th grade. Down on 32nd Street in Dell. Familiar with that area? I hope not. I was at Creighton School, 6th grade, and I was in half of a trailer with 32 students. That last year I was a teacher. I had 12 special ed kids and 8 second language learners. 32 kids total. It was a tough year, very tough. One of my students was Tamar, and I keep this little remembrance of Tamar. I know this doesn't look like Tamar, but at the end of the school year, he left this behind. He had it in his desk along with a lot of other clutter. But I couldn't toss it because Tamar has a special place in my heart, and he's a symbol to me of the kids that I seek to serve every day as a researcher and a teacher of teachers. So Tamar was a little black kid, African American. He lived with his grandmother. He has 2 younger siblings, and he was super jock, would do anything to get outside for recess. Very athletic, super smart, very troubled. His mom was a hooker. She lived on the street. Didn't see her very often. Grandma worked, I don't know how many hours in order to provide for her 3 grandkids. He was a pistol, to put it mildly. Well, that year, I had been given the opportunity to go through some professional development to learn about how to use the first Macintosh computer. Right? It came quick to me. I took it home for the summer, brought it to school the next year. I didn't know what to do with it with the kids. It was all an experiment to me. Nobody really knew because it was all new. Tamar would stay in from recess, I'm not kidding you, to watch over my shoulder as I worked on the computer. He was fascinated by it. Later in the year, I got a projector and brought it to my classroom and started projecting images up on the wall. This was the computer that you could not multitask with, right? You could only have one application open at a time. If you wanted to open a photo and put it into a PowerPoint, it was an ordeal. So that's the level we were at, and this kid was fascinated by it. And I was so intrigued by figuring out how to make magic happen with this computer that later I ended up working with the director of technology in the district, and together we wrote a $3 million grant, which led to a $5 million grant 3 years later, got me out of the classroom as a professional developer who didn't really know what was going on with technology, but again, it was all an experiment, and I was working with teachers to learn how to empower them to be thinkers and to serve those kids who were in front of them in ways that would be interesting and motivating and captivating, like I saw in Tamar. So as I became more versed, I got to be pretty friendly with the IT guy in the district because I'm known for being an innovator and pushing the limits, right? And then technology had lots of limitations. And one day, I had a group of 8th graders in my lab, and first of all, their teacher came into me and she said she wasn't needed anymore. Okay, 32 plus 8th graders in the lab, all working. These are, Central Phoenix kids. Disruptions. They were all engaged in the computer. Anyway, she came into my office and she said, "They don't need me. Pour me a cup of coffee." I said, "Okay. We've done it then. We're starting to figure this out." Anyway, that day I told the kids all at once to print because it was time to go, and I seized the whole entire network in the district. So Tony Around, the IT guy, gave me the Techno Challenge Award because of my ability to push limits. So that's that artifact. So this was the place that became very important to me. Person, place. And now today, as I progress through my career as a professor, you know, I still keep in mind the fact that I'm here to serve the Tamars, but I don't work with those Tamars anymore. I work with the Tamars teachers, future teachers. And my role now is to create engaging and innovating experiences using technology so that those Tamar teachers can be empowered and use technology in interesting ways that will help empower those kids.